Welcome to Storytell Kids.
Once upon a time, far across the sparkling blue sea, there was a beautiful underwater kingdom called Coral Bay. The water shimmered with glowing lights, shining pearls, and the most colorful coral gardens you could ever imagine. This kingdom was ruled by the kind and brave Princess Nia, alongside her father, King Coral. Princess Nia was loved by every single sea creature. She was gentle, she was smart, and she was never ever afraid to help someone in need. Instead of a heavy crown, she wore a simple one made of shells, and her long flowing hair danced like waves in the water. But the most precious thing in the entire kingdom was the ocean pearl. This wasn't just any pearl. It was a glowing, magical pearl that lit up the whole underwater world, especially at night. It was their sun, their moon, their guiding light, kept safely on a coral pedestal right in the heart of the royal palace. Then, one morning, everything changed. When Princess Nia went to greet the pearl, she gasped. The pedestal was empty. The ocean pearl was gone. Almost immediately, a gloom fell over the kingdom. The water began to darken. The fish, usually so cheerful, grew scared. The playful dolphins stopped their games, and the vibrant coral gardens started to lose their brilliant colors. King Coral gathered all the sea creatures together. "Without the ocean pearl," he said, his voice filled with worry, "our kingdom will lose its light and its magic." The crowd of sea creatures murmured anxiously. But then, Princess Nia stood tall. Her voice rang out, clear and steady. "Don't be afraid," she declared. "I will find the ocean pearl and bring it home." A glimmer of hope returned to their eyes as they watched their brave princess prepare for her quest. Nia packed a small treasure bag for her journey. Inside, she put some tasty seaweed snacks and a special glowing seashell to light her way. She said goodbye to her father and swam out of the palace, heading into the vast, open ocean. She glided past deep coral caves, through forests of tall, swaying seaweed, and over beds of shiny shells scattered across the ocean floor. Soon she met her friend Dolly the dolphin, who was known for being the fastest swimmer in Coral Bay. "Dolly," Nia called out, "have you seen the ocean pearl?" Dolly zipped around her in a playful circle, but her tone was serious. "I saw something glowing near the dark trench last night," she said, flipping her tail. "But you have to be careful, princess. They say something very big and very mysterious lives down there." Nia thanked her friend for the warning and, with a determined look, swam bravely toward the foreboding trench. The dark trench was just as its name described. It was deep, it was cold, and it was eerily quiet. The light from Nia's seashell barely pierced the darkness. Taking a deep breath to steady her nerves, she swam down into the abyss. As she ventured deeper, she spotted a small crab hiding under a rock, trembling. "Why are you hiding, little one?" Nia asked kindly. The crab, whose name was Krabby, peeked out. "There was a huge shadow," he whispered, his claws clicking together nervously. I think the sea monster has the pearl." His eyes were wide with fear. Most would have turned back right then, but not Nia. "Don't worry, Krabby," she said with a reassuring smile. "I'll go talk to him. I believe that even monsters can be kind if you give them a chance." Feeling a bit braver, Krabby pushed a shiny blue pebble toward her. "For courage," he said. Nia tucked the pebble into her bag, feeling its smooth weight, and continued her descent into the heart of the trench. Finally, at the very bottom, she saw a dark cave. And inside, she saw a familiar, soft glow. It was the ocean pearl sitting on a large rock, but it wasn't alone. Next to it was the sea monster. He was huge, with long, coiling tentacles and two big, glowing yellow eyes that watched her every move. A low growl rumbled from his chest. "Why have you come here, little princess?" he asked, his voice deep and gravelly. "I saw the pearl shining so brightly, and I took it so it would keep me company here in the dark." A gentle smile touched Nia's lips. She understood. "I know how it feels to be lonely," she said softly. "But this pearl's light belongs to everyone. If you return it, you can visit our kingdom whenever you want. You'll have hundreds of friends. You'll never have to be lonely again." The sea monster blinked his big yellow eyes. No one had ever spoken to him with such kindness before.
He looked at the pearl, then back at the princess.
Slowly, carefully, the sea monster used one of his long tentacles to pick up the glowing pearl and gently handed it to Nia. "Thank you," she said warmly, her heart filled with gratitude. "Now, come with me. We'll make you part of our ocean family." And for the first time in a very long time, the sea monster didn't feel like a monster. He felt like a friend.
He followed her out of the dark trench and back towards the light of Coral Bay. When they arrived, the whole kingdom was waiting anxiously.
Nia swam to the empty pedestal and placed the ocean pearl back where it belonged. Instantly, a brilliant magical light pulsed outwards, bathing the entire ocean in its warm glow. The colors returned to the coral, brighter than ever. The fish danced in joyful circles, and the dolphins leaped high into the water,
Their happy clicks echoing through the kingdom. Everyone cheered for their heroic princess, Nia.
From that day on, the sea monster became the official guardian of the ocean pearl, standing watch to keep it safe. But he was never lonely again.
He had friends, he had laughter, and he had light.
King Coral hugged his daughter tightly. "Nia," he said, his voice thick with pride, "you saved our kingdom."
Not with power, but with kindness.
Nia smiled, looking out at her beautiful, glowing home. "Sometimes," she said, "the greatest treasure of all is friendship." And so, Princess Nia, the sea monster, and all their ocean friends lived happily ever after. The moral of our story is that a little bit of kindness can change even the coldest heart.
And that friendship is always more powerful than fear.
True leaders like Princess Nia use love and understanding, not force.
Thank you so much for joining us on this underwater adventure.
If you loved this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more magical tales. We can't wait to see you again next time. Bye for now.